drive the line, leave them broken at the finish sign. Glory waits for those who dare. In the heat of battle, we're prepared. No mercy shown, no second.
Welcome race fans to round 2 of the Core GT series. We are here at Interlagos and have ourselves a wet one today. It's going to be an interesting race. Brazil always known for some great racing, especially in the rain. Can't tell you how many times we've seen drivers really prove their own here. But we figure we do something a little bit different. We're going to bring you some qualifying action as well as race action. Just something that I thought some people would like to see. It's a little bit different. What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting race. We got, a couple guys in practice setting some pretty crazy lap times. Currently on the top right now, you got Mason Smith at a 1:44.05. So it'll be interesting to see if he can do that in qualifying. We got Clayton Montgomery with a 1:44.72 in second, and we got Kelly Pointer with a 1:44.84 in third. These are all your practice times, though, which, of course, when it comes to qualifying, everything can change. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, of course. Everyone has a target on their back here. There's always options for an accident, always something to keep your eye out for, It's it's never just as straightforward as follow the car behind, because half the time you won't even be able to see the car behind.
Yep, very true.
So.
Yeah, this is a tricky track too. Very fun track, but it's also got some tricky technical sections. Where the car gets unloaded as you're pushing the limits off the track to get the quickest time as possible, and that's in the dry. So the fact that these guys are going to be doing this in the wet is it's going to be very, very interesting.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy race. Obviously, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Chase Decals. Alan, you have something to say about them?
Yeah, definitely. Chase Decals. Thank you guys for sponsoring us. Chase Decals creates, produces, and installs vinyl graphics for companies nationwide. Chase has done it all. Vehicle wraps, fleet graphics, wall decals, banners, and more. Their quality is in the details, and they can uphold standards because they produce almost everything in-house. They're very passionate about increasing brand awareness and sales for their business, and their service not only directly impacts their company, but also their employees' stability and livelihood. So, they got the motto, we don't believe in good is enough. So that tells you their commitment right there.
Very nice. We appreciate Chase Decals for helping us out, get our stream going, and making sure that we can broadcast everything to you guys. So thank you for making this happen. We really appreciate it.
Yep, absolutely. All right. So who do you think's coming out on top this race, Jack?
Oh man, well, Mason Smith, he's always been putting on a show. He really good driver, really knows what he's doing in any kind of condition. But you can never count on Dominic Ford. He was our winner last week, and he is just up there. We haven't seen him much in practice today, so we'll see what his race pace looks like. But as of right now, it's gonna be something to watch for sure.
Yeah, very interesting. Looks like we got Clayton Montgomery up there as well. I believe he's a rookie driver, isn't he? Setting the second fastest practice time. So
yeah, no,
crazy.
He's gonna be one to watch out for too. I believe that a lot of these guys have something to show, and with the rain, it's anyone's race.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
these guys, we always see the rain as the great equalizer, even though some cars like the Porsche is going to be um, the car to use for the rain races, but even still, the rain really makes or breaks the driver.
Yeah, there are a lot of Porsches out there as well, so it definitely does look like the car to drive in the rain.
Yep. Yeah, let's.
We also got some McLarens. We got a couple of people driving the Corvettes as
Yep.
well.
Yeah, we actually have a pretty good spread here. I was expecting more Porsches tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very, very interesting race.
Yep.
So there they go, 1 minute into qualifying to try to set their fastest time
Yep.
to see who can get out on top, during the grid. And especially in a rain race, Jack, how important do you think it is to get as far ahead on the grid as possible, especially in a rain race?
Well, I mean, to start off the bat, before the race starts, the spray, having the
Yeah,
visibility on your side is going to be, for some people, life and death in the race. If you can see where you're going, then you know where to put the car, and you can see if someone's having an incident in front of you or anything like that. Um, Even after the start of the race, you're gonna have people being slow, getting sideways left and right. And I can't tell you how many times I've been a part of or I've seen drivers start to just get tail happy and then they accidentally get into you, get into another driver, and it just makes a whole mess. So the further up you can go, the safer you're going to be.
definitely. What do you
Um,
think about the new tire model in the rain? Do you think it's going to affect drivers more negatively, more positively?
well, I've heard a lot of good things about the new tire model. These guys have the guys at iRacing have really put in the work to try and deliver the best experience that we can as racers. Alan, I know you and we've had a little bit of a rain race on the season 11 finale, and I think we could definitely say that we felt a difference with how those
Yeah,
tires felt.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So I think once the tires get warmed up, it does take a few extra laps to get the tires warm. So that's just something to keep an eye on for. But once they're warm up, then I foresee them having a little more control than maybe normal.
Right.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
we see Alex Jaspers getting a little tail happy under the brakes here before the final long stretch to the start-finish line. I know there's a little bit of a puddle sitting on the right side of the car there that if you're not careful of, it'll upset the car pretty easily. Um,
What do you think some of these guys are going to be doing for their qualifying strategies? I mean, do you go out there and you try to warm the tires up as much as possible, during your pace lap, uh, and then try to push, or do you just go out there and send it?
Well, you want to take it easy the first couple laps. You don't want to go out and just completely demolish your tires, demolish, you know, your pace. See Alex getting a little wide and hitting the barrier there. It's gonna hurt. He's gonna feel that one in the morning. Um,
Unfortunate.
yeah, as we have Clayton Montgomery in the McLaren going on pole. But yeah, you just want to take your time warming up the tires, and once you feel like they're ready, then you'll start to really push them and really feel in the groove. Um, you don't want to mess up your qualifying when we only have a 10-minute qualifying, and you're on your second lap and the tires are still a little cold, and then you loop it, so you have to do it all over again. Barely
Yeah.
have enough time. So just keeping it on
Very
track.
different than what qualifying used to be with that hour-long session that we had, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. We used to have it where instead of qualifying, we just had our practice session determine our spot on the grid. So um, it basically, like you said, had the whole hour to put in a time. But this is a little bit more formal, a little more structured, and I really like the way that this is set up now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, as we look at Clayton Montgomery, our current pole sitter, you'll see a lot of the times he's trying to stay out of what looks like a clear path on the track. Now, this is because you have what's called a dry line and a racing line. Now, your racing line is, or your dry line is your um, track's completely dry, going to be the most rubbered in part, versus when you get into the wet, like we are tonight, all that rubber is going to add another layer on the tarmac. So when you're trying to take that in the wet, it's going to be a lot slipperier than if you go on the outside or the inside where it's less dark. That's where going to be a lot more the grip is held. So if you see drivers looking like, why is he going really wide into that corner? Well, that'll be why it's surprisingly faster going that way.
Yeah, I think it takes a great amount of skill in order to identify those spots in the track where you can pick up grip and where you're going to lose grip. I certainly struggle with that big time in the rain.
Yeah.
What about you, Jack? Do you struggle with that?
You know, the rain, it's either you feel really good or you don't. And I
Yeah.
think everyone has their days and not. Let's see what drivers have them today. But yeah, even hitting the paint. You know, luckily, Interlagos is pretty good about having paint in the braking zone and staying away from that. So these drivers shouldn't have too much of an issue worrying about potentially hitting some questionable spots. But let me tell you,
These
Alan.
drivers have 2 minutes left of qualifying. They're currently, setting anywhere between 143 and 150 lap times. So we're coming to a close with our
Yep.
qualifying here with these drivers.
And let me tell you, we have a rookie in pole and a rookie in now fourth place with Shane Therian popping up in third. But we've had some pretty fast rookies hop into our core races. It's gonna definitely throw out the top 5. I'm really curious to see how the chase is gonna go.
Thomas Brezzi setting a 144.47. That'll start him currently in 5th place on the grid, which is amazing. Yeah, Evan Dice in 3rd place actually, currently with a 144.33.
Yep. As you can see on the bottom graphic here, Thomas Bresci setting the fastest second sector of everyone and 2 personal bests. And he just set another personal best. He's gonna be moving up in this time here. As someone just eked out that second sector fastest. But we might see Thomas moving into the podium spots here, maybe even a front row.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd like to see that. See, hopefully Mason gets some more people to challenge his pace a little bit.
Yep, there he goes. Thomas Bresci is now in 2nd place with a 143.991. What a time.
Yeah, good job, Thomas Bresci. That's amazing.
Yep. That was a great showing right there.
It looks like we're coming to a close with less than a minute on our qualifying. Got someone in the chat, Barry Kistler, another good night for a good race. Good luck, drivers. So thank you, Barry.
Yep. We'll kind of go down the order, see if we can find some more drivers. Just trying to eke out a little bit more pace here. With the track always changing with the rain, it's a toss-up whether someone's going to be faster or slower. Usually with more rain, you're going to be slower. But I don't know. From where we're sitting, it looks like the rain's been sitting about the same. So we'll see how that looks. And here we have Dominic Ford, and he didn't get it in time. was gonna say he was last week's winner. He is gonna start from the back. What a change up. So let's see if we can go through our qualifying results here for you here. All right, Alan, you want to take it away?
All right, so first up, we got Clayton Montgomery, second place, Mason Smith, third place, Thomas Bresci, fourth place, Even Diaz, fifth place, Nathan Side, sixth place, Shane Thieren, seventh place, Justin Munsell, eighth place, Jonathan Nobringer, ninth place, Bronson Stafford, and 10th place, Kelly Pointer.
11th, we got Robert Kenny. 12th, we got Paul Owens. 13th, Braden Carlson. 14th, Aaron Reed. 15th, Herbert Pineda. 16th, Alex Jaspers. 17th, Justin Rhodes. 18th, we have William Burrell. 19th, Cody Chasm. 20th, Jacob Winslow. And
then we got 21st, Josh Anderson, 22nd, Matt Muir, 23rd, Nick Terrell, 24th, Eric Martin, 25th, Josh Betts, 26th, Dominic Ford. Who unfortunately didn't set a lap time.
Yep, so looking at our gaps here, it's looking pretty tame for your top three within 4/10ths, and even first two rows we're looking at just over half a second gap. So these guys are going to get a little racy for the lead here. We'll definitely try and keep a camera on that for you guys as we kind of get everything lined up here. Here we have all of our drivers lined up. It looks like it stopped raining, Alan. Maybe we'll have a dry race toward the end. You know, once we get all of our guys sort of, you know, getting the track beat in, getting it nice and dry.
Yeah, definitely. That would be nice. And there they go. The pace car's off as your race car drivers take a lap on the pace lap here at Interlagos.
Oh boy. All right. What do you think we're going to see here, Alan? We're going to see some fireworks on the start here. We're going to see drivers get a little...
Turn one. Yeah, turn one. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen.
Yep. Senate S's are going to be...
one. Who do you think's going to get through first?
Well, I think our pole sitter, Clayton Montgomery, might have an edge. He's going to have the inside line going into the first turn. As long as he keeps Mason behind, he'll have a clean track in front of him. So I think he's definitely one to look out for.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be extremely interesting because of the fact that it's also an S turn, which means that you know, you could potentially have some guys being forced off to the track, and there's also that that wall on the right hand side as you go off the track that you're really going to have to watch out for. It definitely wreck your race right there at the start. So hopefully we don't see any drivers going into that with turn one.
Yep, I can agree with that. As we start to get on the front stretch here, we'll go on your leader here for a second, as the pace car should be coming in any second now. We'll wait for the green lights, and once the green lights go, we are racing.
All right, here we go.
And here we are.
Here we go,
green
and
light.
it's green. They're off.
And we have looking like everyone going 3 wide immediately coming into the first turn, as under the brakes everyone's going to be all over the bumpers. But everyone looking like it's keeping clean. We have a couple people going off track here. Looks like Aaron Reed finding the grass, but getting back on track very safely. Very well done. Oh, and as we have a crash way up in front of the field here, it looks like Herbert Pineda getting tangled up. So we're going to find some other drivers here. Dominic Ford absolutely having no regard for anyone else. Looking like he is on a mission. A bunch of drivers just starting to figure out how hard these cold tires are.
Looks like Justin Rhodes is going to get past Nick Terrell for P20.
Keep an eye on this little battle here. Justin Rhodes looking like trying to get a move on Just Betts as he goes around the outside here. That's going to have more grip on the outside, remember, with that dry line versus the wet line, as he's looking on the inside, making the pass done. Very nice. And even looking to make a move on Matt Mirror. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Josh Anderson. He already got the move done as he moved to 18th. Oh no, as Jacob Winslow finds the puddle. Gets a little loose with the tail end. And around she goes. Let's see.
Got Evan Diaz and Thomas Bresci battling it out as well as they go into the Senna S's.
Yep. Let me get our picture-in-picture in. Get our double battle coverage going on here. As main screen we have Alex Jaspers looking for a move on Cody Shazam. And Evan Diaz.
Oh no.
Looking like, yep. He, I think he just
unfortunate.
got a little too excessive on the brakes there, and just kind of overcooked it coming to that corner. Really easy to do, especially in the rain. Let's see. Now, with each race, we're going to have a bunch of different ways that people are going to spread out and try and figure out who all we can try and find those battles in the rain. I'm sure there's always going to be someone on someone. I don't doubt that. Try and keep an eye on some of these drivers in the bottom here. Looks like Kelly Pointer is
Kelly Pointer.
Nice move around the inside. Looks like we have a battle with Robert Kenny up here. Don't know if Robert Kenny just had Paul Owens get by him, or if he's going to be looking to make a move coming into turn 1 here. I know a lot of people like to get it deep in the braking zone. You're just going to stay nice, file back, keeping it safe. So we come up to here with our battle with Brady Carlson, Bronson Stafford, and Shane Therian. Nice three-way battle. Let's look at Brady Carlson here. Let's see what these drivers are looking at here. Spray doesn't look too bad, but we definitely have to know that there's a lack of grip. These drivers know that for sure, and even if it's not raining or raining as hard, these guys still have to be very mindful on how their throttle location is set.
Yeah, I mean, you can just tell looking at Brady's steering wheel there how much he's just searching for grip in the front end of that car. And
yeah, it's getting close right there. Brady's gonna be definitely fishing for a move here in a little bit, but we're moving on to
6th place.
Yep.
I believe that makes him just behind Shane Therian, which is for the gold division. Excuse me.
Yep. Looks like Brady Carlson's in 3rd in the gold division, with Shane Therian in 2nd and Nathan Sides in 1st. Brady wanted to make a pass on the Silva driver here. Great showing from Bronson today, though. Showing himself working really well in the rain. On your main screen here, we have John Nobinger trying to fight off Aaron Reed while still trying to make a move on Justin Rhodes. Alan, what do you think about having to defend and attack at the same time, especially in these conditions?
Oh man, I mean that's you got the rain going in your face, blinding the crap out of you, and then you gotta at the same time you gotta look in your rearview mirror and make sure the guy's not coming up behind you trying to make a move on the inside or something, you know. So
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of factors that these drivers have to play into and really figure out. But you know, they're doing really good about it right now. I'm really impressed. I know we had a few people go off. I'm sure some of it was just not used to the new tire model with the tires being as cold as they are in the rain. It's something to get used to. But figure we show a little love for your leaders here, as we have Clayton Montgomery comfortably holding a lead on Mason Smith, who is trying to maybe be a little defensive on Thomas Bresci, who's looking on the inside here for turn 1. And he's going to file right back in, not take that chance.
yeah, Thomas Bretzi really, I think, just trying to bide his time and wait for the right moment to make a move. He's definitely got the pace, that's for sure.
Yep. Yeah, these guys are definitely going to be wanting to work together a little bit. I know the rain, you know, usually we'll have 2 stops during these races in the dry, but in the rain it might make it a 1 stop, especially if you can draft with someone. So I'm sure there might be a little strategy going on with this.
Oh no!
Oh,
Did he just go off there?
Yep, he just did.
Yep.
I
Oh, that's
kind
unfortunate.
of blundered that one a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, he just got a little bit into the grass there, a little bit on the paint. That's what I was talking about. Hitting that paint in the rain is so deadly. This is exactly why, or you could just lose all the progress that you've made. Man, that's gonna hurt a little bit for him.
Yeah.
So we go back live. We've have Alex Jaspers on Dom Ford right now. Looks like he's just trying to stay right behind, keep that gap. I've been eyeing that gap a little bit. Alex Jasper's been doing a good job at keeping with Dom, even though Dom started in last place, moving up to 12th so far. 8 minutes into this race, that's just crazy.
Yeah, Dom definitely likes a challenge. Sometimes he likes to
Oh,
put himself right in the middle of the pack.
seem to have missed Clayton Montgomery going off too.
Oh wow.
As he's going to try and work his way back up the field, making a pass here on Robert Kenny. He's going to work his way
I
up.
apologize for the lower right-hand corner of your guys' screen. This is your leader right now, Mason Smith. Fortunately, I'm having some issues with SDK.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it looks like Caton just got a little too antsy on the throttle and found his way around, making a rookie mistake. Rookie driver, rookie mistake. You know, he's got the pace to come on back a little bit, but yeah, Mason is going to inherit that lead now. Let's see. So we got a nice little battle here. Dom Ford making his way around Cody Shazam, and that's going to put him right in the way of Alex Jaspers. He's been proving himself in the rain, especially with last season. So we'll see what we can get out of here.
And then in the lower right-hand corner, you also got a battle between Bronson Stafford Paulo and Shane Thurin and Brady Carlson.
Whoa!
Oh, it looks like unfortunately we had one of them go off the track there.
Yeah, that was Bronson Stafford. He got a little bit rear-ended.
Brady looking to make a move, and he gets it done on the straightaway, trying to take that position away from Shane Thurin, who is also in the gold division, 1-2 in the gold division right now.
Yep, as Brady's looking on the inside, he's gonna have a little bit of a struggle trying to get that. Let's see if we can get another in-car camera of what's going on here, as Alan and I having the same idea, it looks like.
Great minds think alike, right?
Yeah, exactly. Paul Owens might have a good view on a setup that Brady might be looking at here. As Brady's looking, but not quite there, but a little bit better of an exit. He might be struggling a little bit. Ooh, he gets hit in the curb. It's going to slow him down. A lot of standing water right there. It's a very nice three-way battle here. It's,
Yeah.
Looking like Alex Jasper is trying to make a move around the outside. Coming into this infield section. This is where it can get a little tight and twisty. Ooh, Alex taking a risk going onto the curb, but he collects it nicely. This is really shaping up to be quite an exciting race for a lot of these drivers.
Oh no! It looks like unfortunately Paul Owens just gets into the back of Brady Carlson just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Looks like Brady held it together though, keeping his position. He's looking like Thomas Bresci is going to make a move on Paul Owens now after that little bit of contact. Let's see what this
There he
guy's
goes on
seeing.
the inside.
Yep, he's going to try and look for the switchback, but not quite having it. Paul Owens displaying a nice bit of defense here. Let's hop on board with Nathan Sides here. Definitely a quick driver. This guy raced against him quite a few times. Has the pace to really be a top contender here. As they're looking on the bottom right side of your screen, looks like Thomas Bresci is really looking on that inside on Paul Owens. He's he's not making it easy.
Yeah.
Paul Owens is.
Oh, he gets a little
displaying.
loose. We got some really good battles going on here right now.
Yep. I'd have to agree with you there. Try and find everyone that's looking for battles, as Kelly Poinier looking like he's making a move on Eric Martin. Taking it inside, nice and easy. This track is going to start drying out. These guys are going to start posting quicker and quicker times. Finding some grip in places maybe grip wasn't there before. So we'll hop on board here with Evan Diaz. Showing him getting a pass going here on Alex Jaspers. Alex Jasper going to have the inside or outside coming to this corner with a little bit of traffic in front of him, but makes it nice single file, makes it nice and safe.
Great move by Evan Diaz. Evan Diaz, I'm sorry.
Yep. Sorry for butchering some names here. Hop back on with Thomas Bresci.
Yep, we're going back to your leader in the bottom right-hand corner, Mason Smith, putting a gap on everybody, coming up on a 1-5 gap here.
Yep, a second and a half just about, and almost a 5-second gap to third place. These guys are putting on a show for how to get it done in the wet, as Thomas Bresci's looking on every little way as he's doing a little switchback. Look on the inside here on Paul Owens, but Paul Owens sticking it nice on the outside, making that grip work. Punishing.
Wow, good job on Paul Owens defending that. That was great.
Yep,
Great
keeping that
job.
knowledge of having more pace around the outside. That is some good racecraft that these guys are displaying here tonight.
Thomas Bresci is not giving up though. He is still putting in some work to break him down and try to take that position away from him.
Yeah, Thomas Bresci wants this position bad, but Paul Owens wants it just a little bit more. He's He's going to look a little bit on the inside. Oh, he's going to send it in deep. He's still on the inside there, but Paul Owens just knows where everyone's at. He knows where his competitor is behind him and placing his car right where it needs to be.
It looks like we got another battle brewing here between Robert Kenny and Nathan Sides. Robert Kenny is just...
Oh, and as we have
Right
Thomas
behind
Bresci making his move past Paul Owens here. Paul Owens making a little bit of a mistake, giving Thomas the right amount of room to get on through. That's where it shows, just being patient, putting pressure on the driver in front, make him make a mistake, and then have the race come to you. That is really good racecraft from both of them. But I doubt Paul Owens is going to let that one slide. He's going to be right on the back of Thomas.
We got another battle going between Cody Chasm and Alex Jaspers there in the lower right-hand screen.
Yep.
Lots of battles going on here right now simultaneously.
Yeah, I'll hop back on with Robert Kenny on Nathan's sides. These guys having a little bit of a gap, but close enough that a mistake could happen. So we'll keep an eye on that as Thomas Bresci now right on the back of Brady Carlson. He is making no mistakes as he wants to get back up into his third place position. As we both know, Brady Carlson is an expert in the wet. You know, many races with Brady, and he knows what to do. He's got it figured out, and when the time comes, he can put on a display on what to do.
Yeah, I mean, both Brady and some of the other top drivers, Mason Smith, Justin Mansell, all those guys, Dominic Ford, they all are really just masters at keeping a cool level head when they're in these.
Yep.
I think what for most people are very stressful moments.
Yep, exactly. As we have Justin Rhodes and Robert Kenny putting on an excellent show going through the Senna S's, going side by sides through the full chicane. But if you look a little bit, Justin Rhodes is missing a front bumper. Now he's going to notice a little bit of a performance difference right there. We'll see how long he can keep Robert Kenny behind with that damage. Being in the rain, these cars are going to be a little slower, a little less reliant, on downforce here, but still important. So, take a look on Alex Jaspers and Cody Chasm again. These guys are not giving up at all. Still hop back on with Brady. Still keeping that masterclass on defense. He's going to take the inside line here. Go a little defensive. Making sure Thomas doesn't get past. That's what I'm talking about. These drivers, they know how to keep their cars behind. They know how to make sure that everyone stays where they want them to stay. Looks like Alex Jaspers and Cody Chasm getting really close, coming through the Senna S's. Is Alex going to get a little bit of a better launch here, or you just got wheel spin?
Here they come into really heavy braking zone of the Seda de Lago. Hopefully I said that correctly.
Yeah, now that these tires are a little warmer and the track's starting to dry out, they can really get heavy with the brakes. Trust the cars a little bit more than they did before, Oh no. Okay, so it looks like we are having our first round of pit stops, looks like. I was mistaken a little bit that we had our first outs, but nope, first rounds of pit stops as we have a nice three-way battle going through the Senna S's. John Nobinger really trying to get by Josh Anderson here as they go side by side going into, what was this, turn 5. John Nobinger a little late on the brakes, taking the inside line. Is he going to have the traction? Yes, he is, to get right in front of Josh Anderson. What a pass.
It's amazing that he was able to keep that car together too with the rear end. I mean, you just tell it was getting loose.
Yep.
You know, he's just trying to, you know, maintain his momentum going through that corner.
Yep. John showing an excellent display of car control going through there. That was a very nice move. Not back on. Oh no! Alex getting right in the paint. Oh, big crash with him and Cody Shazam. Oh, Alex is going to feel so bad about that. That was not at all intentional. Man. Let's get another look at that. He's going to be kicking himself for that move right there. As you can just see right there, gets right in the paint. And that's just what's going to send him around, accidentally take him out. Oh, man, tough break. Tough break, yeah.
We got another pretty intense moment going on between Brady Carlson and Thomas Brazzi. Looks like Thomas was really trying to make a move on him back there on the inside.
Yep.
But Brady did a great job at defending.
Yep. Brady working that Bilstein Porsche. You know, showing why the Porsche is the car to choose when it's wet out. Looking like we have a little bit of a battle brewing here between our first and second place. Justin Munsell, doing a little switchback. He's going to look on the inside here, coming into turn 1 through the NS's. Mason giving him just enough room to go around side, but Mason knowing better, he's going to stick on the outside, get the better traction. But is he going to have the drive? No, he's not. Justin Munsell taking over your lead.
Wow, great job, Justin Munsell. Can he hang on to it though?
That's gonna be a good question.
Jack? Can he hang on to it?
Justin, he knows how to drive.
Yeah.
I can't take that away from him. Whether Mason just had a little bit of a mistake earlier in the race to allow Justin to get right behind him, or if Justin just found some pace. We'll definitely keep an eye on that.
You got Dominic Ford continues to climb up the ladder of positions here, now in 8th. He just got around Evan Dyes.
Yep. As hop back on here with Dom Ford, looking to make a move on Clayton Montgomery, your previous leader. Dominic just absolutely flying in this race, making up 18, maybe 19 positions here from the start of the race. Yes, it is. Expert move in the inside there.
And looks like someone in the chat has pronounced, it's not pronounced Diaz. Dyes, not Diaz.
Dyes? It is
Sorry.
Dyes? Okay.
Yeah, Dyes. Apologize for that. Thank you.
As give him a little screen time for our mistakes there. Sorry about that, Evan. Oh no, is that Thomas Brazzi? Dang. Looks like he found the grass again. Let's see if we can see what happened here. He looks like he got past Brady Carlson, and you just find a puddle there. Or just get too anxious on the throttle. Yep, too anxious on the throttle. And lost his way around, so Brady will inherit that 4th place position.
Mason Smith right on the back of your leader, Justin Munsell, biding his time.
Let's see, let's do... nice little roll bar cam here. Yeah, as it looks like everyone's starting to spread out a little bit. We look like we're having a little bit of a round of pit stops, as well as, you know, just fatigue taking a little bit out of the drivers. I'm sorry.
the visibility is looks like it's getting even more challenging, Jack, as as the sun goes down and
You know,
all the lights start going away.
as you say that, I could agree with you there.
So now you got the darkness and you have the rain.
Yep. Yeah, it's these drivers are going through it right now. Let's see if we can see if we have any rain going on. We'll look on our leader. Nope. Looks like a nice and dry windshield. So the track should be getting drier and drier. Oops. As we have Dom Ford hunting down Brady Carlson. Let's see how long Brady Carlson can keep Dom Ford behind. Two great drivers in their own respect. Oh, as we say that, Brady Carlson going a little deep into that corner, handing position to Dominic Ford. As he sails away into 4th place. Do you think we're going to see a Dom Ford podium, potentially even a win tonight, Alan?
No, I mean he started in last. He's now currently in P4, so we'll see what happens. But Justin Munsell, Mason Smith, Shane Theron, I mean all those guys are extremely fast.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
Now
it's not over until it's over.
Nope, exactly. It looks like he has about a 13-second gap to your leader here. So we will see what that entails. As go ahead and show that little. Oops, sorry about that. That would be this guy right here. So
looks like we got Clayton Montgomery looking to make a move on Brady Carlson on the outside.
Yep. Brady and Clayton both going into the pits there. As Clayton making a pass in the pit lane. Wow, you don't see that very often. Curious if he gets a black flag for speeding in the pits or if he made it work just in time. But that was an exceptional move, showing just how far you can push the car going into the pits.
Looks like Dominic Ford is going to stay out for another lap.
Yep.
We'll see how well that plays into his favor.
As we have almost everyone pitting here. Looks like we had kind of a split decision on when to pit. Oh no, looks like we have Evan Dyes going in the grass. Wonder what happened with him. He just, yep, broke under the grass there, and car just got a little out from under him. Tough break. Oops. Looks like Clayton Montgomery got ahead of Brady Carlson in the pits thanks to that really nice pass going into the pit lane there. And looks like Justin Rhodes sneak on the inside of Nathan Sides. Nathan Sides going too deep and making the pass nice and easy for Justin Rhodes. Here you go. This is something that you don't get to see every day. We're going to have Kelly on warmer tires. See if he can beat out Eric Martin coming out of the pits. They're going to be side by side going into this left-hander up here as Eric gives the place to Kelly. Doesn't want to race him for that position on cold tires. I think that's the smart move.
You got another battle going on here between Paul Owens and Shane Theron.
Yep.
This is for P3.
Yeah, this is your picture-in-picture right here. Got Bottom right, we gotta see what Paul Owens is looking at. Oh, Shane Deering goes wide. Everyone's going wide there, it looks like. They get a little too much pressure. And yeah, they just allow him through. What a crazy circumstance for the silver driver to be in your podium position there. Now it looks like Kelly Ponyar is getting around Josh Anderson here. So Josh goes right into the pits, making it nice and easy for Kelly to keep on going. See. Nice battle with Eric Martin, and is that William Burrell? Nope, that would be Evan Dyes as well. So Evan Dyes getting ahead of Eric. I'm gonna try and make a nice recovery drive since his spin earlier in the session here. So we get your picture-in-picture back up. Looks like we have Thomas Bresci trying to get on Brady Carlson there on the bottom right. And on your main screen, we have Robert Kenny and Herbert Pineda trying to make her way around. Herbert Pineda having a little bit of a rough start with that early incident, but now made up 4 positions since his qualifying start. So he's having a nice recovery drive, I'd say.
Yeah, it definitely pays to do everything you possibly can to, you know, not go off the track and get those incidents, as opposed to, you know, setting the fastest pace.
Yep. Yeah, no, I can definitely agree with you there. Looks like Kelly is trying to make his way up now on Nick Terrell. Both platinum drivers. So they will give us a nice little spectacle of racing while showing each other some respect. These guys have had lots of races together, so they know how to each other race. So Kelly's looking on the inside, trying to make that pass nice and easy. Very, very well done. Now, Alan, what do you think? You think it's almost time for slick tires, or you think they're still going to want the wets? What's kind of your prediction here, just looking at the track?
I don't know. I mean, it was raining pretty hard in practice, I mean, the guys, you know, clearly still have their windshield wipers on. You can see in that first person camera, so they're obviously throwing up a bunch of spray all over the place.
Yep.
So for me, I personally would just stay with the wets, but I don't know. What do you think?
I'd have to agree with you there. Wets definitely seem like the better tire. I'm not seeing a dry line forming. Now it is starting to get nighttime. A little bit harder to see, but just kind of from my experience and what we can see on your screen right now, I'd say your wet tire is still your fast tire.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can still see some puddles on some of these curbs here too, so yeah,
We're currently halfway through the race, 35 minutes in. So what do you think? You think it's gonna get dry enough out there to switch over to the slicks towards the end, or do you just stick with what you got?
If it were me in this race, I'd say stick with what I have. You know, like you said, there still looks like enough spray to warrant wet tires, and even if it does dry out in the next, 10-15 minutes even, we're going to be so close on the race end that unless you need to stop for fuel, it may just be best to stay on your wet tire. But it's really going to be when these drivers have to stop for fuel is going to be the interesting part. If some people are going to gamble, try that dry tire. As we'll see if Brady can get some redemption here with defensive maneuvers on Thomas Bressi. Looking like he's in control here, keeping that gap.
We got your leader on the right, Justin Munsell. Currently putting a gap on Mason Smith, 3.84 seconds. Let's see if he can maintain that.
Yeah, he found a second gear, it seems like, in this middle stage of the race.
He pulled the NOS out.
Yeah. Yep. We should probably tech him, see if we can find some grip hacks in his folders. But no, looking like he's driving very smooth and consistent. As so we have Brady Carlson and Thomas Bressi still keeping it nice on track, keeping it civilized, nice and controlled.
Got Barry TK having problems with my internet connection. That's unfortunate, especially when you're trying to watch an exciting live race. But luckily, thank God you can go back.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we also got a battle between Kelly Pointer and Josh Petts going on. They're fighting for 13th currently. Yep. Kelly Pointer in 14th, Josh Petts in 13th.
Brady's getting really defensive here as Thomas Bresci's really trying to work at him, as Thomas is looking on the inside, coming through this nice left-hand gradual corner, but Brady's going to have the inside line coming to this next right-hander. Now, as we've been talking about, there's more traction on the outside, but Brady might be able to make something work. But no, Thomas is looking like he's going to get that pass done. Very well done around the outside.
Oh, what a great move.
Yep. As we have Kelly making the inside move on Josh Betts going into turn one. That's always a favorite to make a pass, and especially if you can get better on the brakes. So good job on Kelly making up the place to 13th. So we'll hop back on board with our closest battle right here. That is Brady Carlson and Thomas Bressi. Brady not quite done yet with giving him that position back.
Just see how close Brady Carlson is on Thomas Bressi.
Yep, as Thomas is going on the inside line, he's going to be holding Brady up right up until the end. Brady's going to maybe sneak into the inside. Not enough. Thomas being late enough on the brakes to keep that defensive line working. And getting a little twitchy there in that Corvette. Brady might have the drive off here if he can keep it under control. These drivers are not done yet. Does not matter. These guys are having an epic battle. As Brady's looking on the inside. Oh, but there's going to be the switchback with Thomas. Thomas gets around him. Brady gets in the curb. Getting a little bit loose on the exit there. Thomas making it work. Brady getting a little overzealous on that move on Thomas. Man, he's not giving up yet. Oh man, he was right there.
Thomas Bresci's best lap is a 1:43.32. Brady Carlson's best lap is a 1:43.62. So these guys are neck and neck with their pace.
Yep.
I think it really just comes down to I don't know. What does it come down to, Jack?
I mean, in the rain, it comes down to car control, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
Ah, man, these guys are getting really antsy. Brady might be having to take a little bit of a breather after that send, but he's
Yeah.
not letting him get away. He's actually drawing him closer in. That Porsche looking like it's working pretty good in the draft. Brady was about 7/10 of a second. Now he's crawled that back up to 5/10, maybe a little bit in the 4/10. So we'll maybe see another move here in a lap or so, as long as Brady can keep the pace going and keep himself composed. You'll see a lot of drivers, they get flustered after some moves. So we'll see if Brady can get his emotions back and just settle into the pace that he knows he can run.
Thomas Bressy's just doing everything he possibly can to put a gap
Yep.
between him and Brady Carlson.
Oh, and like there was someone spinning near.
John Noberger going into the pits.
Yeah, yeah. I was hoping I can get the guy that spun right next to Brady, but looking like that was just a little self-inflicted spin, maybe a lap car.
SDK is awesome, right?
Yeah. We try and make it work best we can here tonight. But yeah, looks like Thomas is starting to eke out a little bit of a gap here on Brady. Now at almost a second gap here. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that, but give your leader a little bit of some screen time. As Justin Munsell just turning laps in that Acura. Just keeping it nice and composed. Having a nice control gap to Mason Smith. About 3.5 seconds back. So that's definitely a comfortable little gap there. But definitely putting the gap on the rest of the field. 18 seconds back, you have third place with Paul Owens. Really impressive drive from the silver driver as he gets past a lap car.
Yeah, the lap time of your leaders 1:43.11, 1:43.16, and then you got in third place with Paul Owens at 1:44.36. Those are their best lap times. So yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
They're just running away from the rest of the field.
And these guys are really quick. He's, looking like Thomas Bressi again. He's wanting some TV time, trying to make a move on Clayton Montgomery as Clayton flashes the lap car to get past, or get out of the way so he can get past. Looking like it's working pretty good. But between these guys and Shane Theory and on Paul Owens, Shane being that gold driver, he's going to be like, I need that position. I need all the gap I can get to my fellow gold drivers. He's going to have a nice draft coming into turn one here. Let's see if he can make something work here. Gap is going to be peaking nice down from 2.5 tenths to maybe even a tenth or less as he's looking on the inside coming into turn one. Shane Theory and maybe making. Yep. You're going to go side by side in turn one on the Senna S's, but that's going to get Paul Owens the inside line. No, is he going to back out? Nope. He was thinking about it, but at the end he decided to let him go. Keep his race alive. It's a smart thing to do. As Shane Theory and grabbing your final podium position.
Man, it's really looking like that is just the place to pass, isn't it? That turn one Senna turn.
Yeah, turn one on the Senna S is where you want to be at, especially with the track kind of being the weird limbo state between wet and dry. Still looks pretty wet out there, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt for keeping it in with wet tires. But we have some drivers in the pits right now, potentially needing some fuel for your last 15 minutes of the race, or are they gambling on wet or dry tires? From where I'm sitting, dry tires may not be the move, but maybe the drivers see something different that we don't.
you got your second place leader right there in bottom right hand corner of the screen, Mason Smith. Still trying to catch up to Justin Munsell, who's approximately 2 seconds ahead.
Yep. Brought that gap down a little bit from 3.5 seconds, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He chewed it away just a little bit.
Yep.
He's also, his last lap was also a 1:42.70. Justin Munsell doing a 1:44.42. So maybe Justin Munsell made a little bit of a mistake there, unfortunately, which allowed Mason Smith to catch up to him just a bit.
Yep, I can agree with that. As now Justin's starting to pull out a little bit of a gap there, so yeah, I think you're right. Just a little bit of a mistake there allowed Mason to catch up, but he's found his groove again. As on your main feed, I'm just kind of going down your top 10 and just kind of see all these different drivers, where they are on track and how they're getting along. As some of the battles may be a little bit more spaced out. So we have Robert Kenny popping into the pits. But yeah, toward the end of this race, these guys are starting to be spaced out a little bit and kind of settling into where they belong at. Oh man, I wonder what happened to Brady Carlson here. Looking like he has stayed in the pits for a little bit.
Apologies on your bottom right hand quarter. That is actually the driver of Mason Smith, not John Nobinger.
Yep.
Not sure what's going on with the SDK.
That's all good. Yeah, I have John Nobinger up on our main screen here. As looks like we have Clayton Montgomery getting a little close to Paul Owens here. Maybe looking to make a pass. As we'll keep our eyes on this battle for a little bit, as it might turn into something exciting. But yeah, has this race kind of turned out where you thought it would be, Alan?
Definitely not. You know, I thought I'm not sure what's going on with Dominic Ford. It looks like he's having, I don't know, some issues or something.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure. You always expect him to take
crashed.
the lead. Mason Smith, same thing. You know, you always expect him to be right out in the front, and you know, Justin Munsell's taking lead. Another really great driver. Yeah, it's very interesting. Shane Theron has been doing great. Currently your gold leader, also on the podium in 3rd place right now.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you just got some of these guys that you know, you don't really have too much history with. Evan Dyes, amazing performance. Same thing with Thomas Brazzi. These you know, guys that just joined us here in the core family. Amazing performance.
Yeah, these guys have definitely put on a show, and I think they're just kind of ticking down the laps, waiting for it to be done. They've had a lot of action to try and survive, so good on them for making it to the finish. I know a lot of these guys, just kind of going through my log here of crashes, and we've had quite a few, unfortunately. Everyone just kind of having one issue or another, and that's why you see some names in some places that you wouldn't expect to see tonight. But we are looking at Clayton Montgomery on Paul Owens. Clayton getting ever so closer. You might be looking on the inside here on this right-hander, making a move. Paul Owens going to have the more traction on the outside, but Shane trying to make a move on the inside here. Paul showing a nice display of defensive driving, but Shane's going to send it on the inside on this right-hander, throwing Paul a little off guard as he makes the move. Well done. Let's see if Paul wants to fight back on that. maybe reclaim his spot on that 4th position. As we have here, Nathan Sides on Thomas Bressy. Not too sure if this was just a pass, or no, it looks like Thomas Bressy just got out of the pit lane, and Nathan Sides making a move as he's coming out.
Yep, right on the back of Justin Rhodes. And it looks like he's making a move on the inside. Can he get it done? And he does.
Alright, as we'll look at Kelly Punyer making a move on Brady Carlson right on the inside there. Brady just not really fighting that one, keeping it right around the outside, keeping it nice and easy. As Kelly's looking like he's going to want to go right up on Robert, make another move for 12th. As Robert Kenyon doesn't look like he's quite done yet. I'm wanting to look at a move here in the future. Coming down the front stretch, going into turn 1. Robert is letting it off. Maybe just trying to finish the race. A long one in the rain takes a lot of concentration to do.
Yeah, we're coming up on 53 minutes here during the race, so we are almost at the finish line. At this point, Jack, do you push harder, or do you try to?
Well,
You know?
let's see. With how everyone's spaced out right now, it's a difficult decision to push harder. If you're right on someone, then yeah, this is kind of your make or break moment. See if you can get a position, but you never want to overdo it. You know,
Right.
you're right at the end. You work this hard. You know, you just want to have a finish, and that's the main thing that we're looking for as a driver anyway. Obviously, you want to do well. You want to finish on the top step. That's the ultimate goal. But you know, at the end of the day, to finish first you must finish.
Yep. Then you got your leaders in the lower hand corner of the screen, Mason Smith, still trying to chip away at Justin Munsell.
Yep. As Kelly Poignard and John Nobinger side by side going into this long straight, coming side by side on the front straight here.
Wow.
We'll have Kelly on the inside line going into turn 1, but John
Got a
Nobinger,
really good drive coming out of that turn, going up that hill.
Yep. Let's see if John Nobinger will keep
There
it
he
on the
goes.
outside. Oh, he's going to maybe look at a switchback.
Back. Oh,
Nope. Kelly making
Being
a
very
nice
respectful.
move. Yep.
yeah, being very respectful not to get in the back of Kelly there.
Yeah, that was very well done. As looking like we have a couple battles coming in on your final laps here. We'll have Thomas Bressy, a very, very popular name tonight, always finding his nose into some kind of battle. He's going to be looking to move on Nathan Sides now. As looking like he's getting a nice drive coming up to the final straight here. Oh, cuts off his nose a little bit. He had to lift off, but not done yet. Goes in the grass. Oh, he is not happy about that defensive move from Nathan Sides. As he might be wanting something a little bit different, as we're kind of seeing what happened here on the right hand side.
Justin Munsell going into the pits.
Oh, what's he doing? With 4 minutes left to go. Justin Munsell and Mason Smith both in the pits.
Wow.
They both might need fuel here. As Nathan Sides, oh, he gets in the curb. Gets all screwed up as Thomas Bresci makes that nice, easy pass onto that right-hand turn there. I'm curious if Nathan Sides just broke a little bit on the paint there, got a little screwed up. Wonder what happened here. What allowed that to happen? Oh, he just carried too much speed coming into that right-hander, and yeah, it's hard to rejoin a track with a car right behind there. You don't want to get in his way. But
And we have a new leader as well, Mason Smith, getting it done with his pit strategy. These guys are battling it out till the end.
yep.
Justin Munsell right on the back of Mason Smith.
Oh, but Mason made the same mistake that Nathan did. He get on the curb a little bit, went a little wide as Justin gets on the inside, makes the move for the lead. What is going on with these guys? Oh my gosh. With 3 minutes left, the drivers are
Can he get him back?
not done yet.
Yeah, can he get him back? Let's see.
Yep. I'll hop on with Shane Therian here on Clayton Montgomery. These guys not done yet for your final step on the podium. As on your bottom right, we'll keep an eye on your leaders as well. Into this top straight.
Oh, Mason Smith getting the drive on Justin Munsell.
Yep.
Coming up on his right-hand side.
As looking like Justin's going to keep that defensive driving at the top. Very, very well done. But Mason is not done yet. With 2 minutes left in this race, these guys are going at it. There is going to be no quarter. Remember your question that you asked earlier? I think these guys are throwing caution to the wind. They're going to throw haymakers. He's getting right on that bumper there.
Mason Smith just searching for every little advantage he could possibly get to make a move on Justin Munsell.
Yep. So your battle for the lead is heating up with only 2 minutes left in this race. If I were Mason, I'd be keeping the pressure on, keeping right on his bumper until this final stretch. We're going to have this left-hander coming up right here, and then switch back to the right. Once we get on this final corner coming up to the straight, this is where Mason's going to want to get that best drive off, get the most momentum he can, make a move into turn one, and see if he can do that. If he gets a little bit on the curb, that's going to slow him down. He gets a slightly
looks
better.
like Justin just got a little bit more of a drive coming out of that.
Yep. Mason's going to have the draft, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get there. As we'll kind of go back and forth, looking at your 8th place battle right here. We'll keep an eye on your leaders, but these guys battling for 6th in total here. Got a lot going on. As Thomas Bresci look on the outside, maybe looking for the inside here on Justin Rhodes, but Justin Rhodes keeping it nice and tidy. As looking like we are at our hour mark. This is going to be your final lap of the race. And these drivers are not giving up whatsoever.
Oh, Mason Smith looking to make a move.
Yep.
On the inside, but unfortunately Justin closes it.
Yep, we'll keep an eye on that on your bottom right. I'm going to show a little love to these guys. Battle for 6, but we are
Also coming up on lap traffic as well.
Yep, lap traffic making a difference.
Smith's got to stay on the inside right there.
Oh,
And it looks like he's going on the inside.
Showing a nose there, but he's going to get a better drive off. Is he going to go around the outside? He's going to try around the outside here. Oh my god, these guys are neck and neck going into this final corner. But Mason on the dirt can't get the brakes down where he wants them to. But Justin spins. He gets the little sideways. No
Oh,
way! Mason Smith inheriting the
Wow!
lead as Justin has a mistake on the final corner as he had a perfect defensive move
Wow!
to keep him at bay. Wow. What a
I
finish
mean,
for
what are
Mason.
the odds of that happening on the last lap, right? Just about on the last turn.
Yeah. Wow. You cannot make this up as these drivers have not stopped showing us action even on the final corner. Mason Smith making an excellent pass for the top step of your podium. As we're going to be looking at your 6th place battle here. These guys aren't quite done yet for battling. Nathan Sides getting pretty close to Paul Owens here. Is he going to try and make a move for this final corner, making it up to the top of the hill?
Looks to the outside.
Nathan Sides, he is right there.
Still going on the outside. He's trying to get on the outside.
Yep, he needs to
get
get
it
in this
done?
draft until he can pull it out. Oh, he's on the outside. As
Neck and neck.
yep, he is right there. He's got him by 2/10. Oh no, Paul gets into the wall and he goes into the pits. Wonder what is going on with that. I think he'll still finish inside the pit lane, but interesting move. Wow, what a race. And even still further back, we have Robert Kenny on John Nobinger. These guys are not done yet either. On the final corner, he gets by John, but John's going to look at the switchback. He gets in the bumper of Robert Kenny, but will he at the draft going into that start-finish line? He's going to have a nice bit of draft here, 2/10 back. It's going to be coming close to the finish line here. As 10th coming up right now.
Looks like Robert Kenny,
oh,
he's gonna
wow.
take that 10th spot.
By less than a 10th of a second.
Wow.
Wow. What a race from these guys. Holy crap. Oh my. Yeah, these guys, they put on a show on that final lap. That was awesome to watch.
Yeah. What a bunch of great talent there at the last lap, really, for most of these guys, just trying to push really hard to get that last minute position.
Yep. As try and pull up your results here. Here we go. Yep. So we got Mason Smith on your pole or on your lead finish.
Your winner.
Yeah. Sorry, I just can't talk apparently. And we'll have Justin Munsell second place, Clayton Montgomery pulling in third, Shane Theory in fourth, Justin Rhodes in fifth, Nathan Sides sixth, Thomas Bresci seventh, Kelly Ponyer in eighth, Paul Owens in ninth, and Robert Kenny rounding out your top 10.
And then we got 11th place, John Nobringer, 12th, Nick Terrell, 13th, Herbert Panetta, 14th, Evan Dyes. My apologies, Evan. 15th, Josh Betts, 16th, Josh Anderson, 17th, William Burnell, 18th, Brady Carlson, 19th, Alex Jaspers, 20th, Eric Martin.
21st, Dominic Ford. 22nd, Aaron Reed. 23rd, Matt Muir. 24th, Cody Shazam. 25th, Bronson Stafford. And 26th, Jacob Winslow. That was a race and a half.
Yeah.
As
very amazing. Let's see if we can get some of your guys, your drivers in here for.
So we'll look at your rookie division here. See if we can get is Clayton Montgomery around? We can get a interview with him.
Unfortunately, Clayton Montgomery is not in the chat.
Okay. How about we look at your bronze winner? That'd be Josh Anderson.
Josh Anderson is unfortunately also not in the chat.
All right. How about do we have a Paul Owens?
Paul Owens, unfortunately, also not in the chat. These guys they're here to race and then they're out.
Yeah, they are done. They're probably going right to bed after this race.
Yep.
Wow. How about we have Shane Therian, our gold winner?
Nope, no. Oh, we do have Shane Theron sitting in the waiting room. Let's pull
All
him in.
right,
You ready
yeah,
for him?
yeah. Let's get Shane in here.
Shane, how you doing?
What's
Good
going on?
race. How was it?
Fun.
Yeah,
I love this track. I'm
yeah. Do you
yeah
like this track in the rain?
yeah. That was really fun. I had a great
Awesome.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you clearly have a huge amount of talent for the rain. Obviously because you won. You won the gold division here tonight. Great performance. We saw. You definitely had some battles there here and there. You want to talk us through that?
Oh, I don't even know. I feel like I could have got my podium if it didn't get so dark. I couldn't see in the infield,
Oh, I bet.
and Clayton was just so much faster. So yeah, I was giving him crap for taking my podium from me, but uh, I,
Yeah.
I'll yeah, no, it was fun. It was I just wanted to make it past lap one, turn one, and once I did, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna relax. And then I saw I saw Bronson just get absolutely ran over right next
Yeah.
to me, and I was like, okay, another wreck avoided. And then once we single filed out, I was fine. I raced with I don't even know who was right, Paulo one I think, and
Yeah.
Yep.
then Clayton, and then one other guy I think was near me. But for the most part, it was clean for me. It was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of battles on the track. We had a pretty difficult time trying to keep track of all of them, but yeah, we definitely saw that you had, quite a bit of battles, and you maintain your composure, and you found traction where others couldn't, obviously. And yeah, congratulations, man.
I know my first top five. I even qualified the best of it. I was like, I don't belong here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You did good.
it can change in an instant. It's crazy. Sometimes I think it just takes the right track and the right conditions, and you clearly came out on top in these conditions. So yeah, I mean, what a great start to the season. Second race,
Yeah,
second race in your fourth position. So that's awesome.
I'll definitely take it. I want some more rain races. It's fun.
I think we're gonna have
I
a
there
few this season.
Yeah, we will. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you come out on top in those races as well.
I'll
No
definitely
pressure.
try.
Cool. Well, anyone you want to get a shout out to for your race tonight?
I'm just gonna shout out, my teammates, Clayton, Justin, Bronson. I know Matt Muir, and Robert had their issues. Bronson had his issues, but hats off to Justin as well. I thought he had that. Thought he had that one, but it's kind of hard to beat Mason. So
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys had a crazy battle, and it really looked like Justin was going to come out on top there, towards the end. I think both of them had some, little tiny issues here or there, nothing major, but
Yeah.
um,
It was. We'll
yeah.
let you look back that race, and you'll see what happened. It was a crazy finish.
yeah,
All right.
All right, well,
Well, cool,
thank you,
man.
Shane. We'll see you at the next race. We're looking forward to it.
yeah. Thank you guys.
All right,
Yep,
have a
you
good
have a good
night.
night.
Yep.
So that was Shane Theron, your gold driver for Interlagos. Jack, you ready to bring in our winner, Mason Smith,
Uh,
Platinum?
we still have Justin Munsell, our
Oh,
second
we do
place
still have
driver.
Justin Munsell. I'm sorry. My bad, I'm jumping the gun there. Justin Munsell. I do not see Justin Munsell, unfortunately.
No, Justin. All right.
No,
Well
Justin.
then, think at that we'll we'll bring in our winner then.
All right.
Um, let's see. Yeah, that'd be Mason Smith.
Mason, congratulations. You won. So I think the thing that we're dying to know, how crazy was that battle between you and Justin towards the end?
Uh, it was a lot. It was hectic, I'd say.
Yeah,
You know, like with the, fighting for to find the dry lines and all that, or like find the dry spots on the track. It was so tough, and I'm thinking like, I'm gonna take tires. I thought it was gonna lose him because I took those three wet tires and maybe Justin didn't, so he had a little bit of gap, but at
yeah. It
least
looked like
yeah,
it looked like you had it with your pit strategy. That was just insane to see you come out of the pits ahead of him. Um, yeah, I mean, unbelievable. I was peeing in my pants watching that.
Well, I even thought after that little mistake where I went off, I'm like, I
Yeah,
gotta try but but yeah, Justin made a mistake, paid for it, and it happens, and it it commonly happens in the wet.
right.
So so it's just kind of like pray to God that person doesn't get a good exit off, because in that last like official turn, it's like you have to you have to mostly pray on the person in front of you to get a horrible exit out of it. You know what I mean? To try and like make get side by side and overtake them.
How how much room for error is there in that last turn when you're, because it's I mean, you're going uphill as well, right? So how much leeway do you have, to get a perfect exit coming out of that turn?
Oh, that's it's
Is it
it's
is it
mo-
mostly throttle control
it's
or
mostly it's rotation. It's the mix of
just
rotation and
everything?
throttle control. Both mostly rotation and throttle control, because
Okay.
you have to like you have to straighten your car as much as you can just to get a very good exit. Just
Okay.
straighten out.
It's not turning in, too much and cutting too much of that curb off and whatnot.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you were behind, because you were behind Justin for a while, and it looked like he was putting quite a gap on you. Did you think you were gonna catch him in the end right there?
Um, though honestly, with the fuels, I didn't think that Justin would had like the same problem like probably as like Chris from last night, as where they like fueled too much to the car and they end up costing. Yeah, I
Okay.
I didn't think much of it until like, oh my God, I'm like I'm actually yeah.
Yeah, you're back in it.
Yeah.
All right. Jack, you got anything else for our winner
Ah
at
man,
Interlago?
it was an impressive drive. You definitely had us on our toes on the final lap there. Everyone was kind of gapped, and it was like toward the last 2 minutes, everyone just came together, and we're like, "Oh, all right, we got a race." So I just want to say congrats. That was an awesome drive and way to make your competitor make a mistake. That was pretty cool to watch.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. We'll see you later. Thank you, Mason. Good job.
No problem. Thank you.
Bye bye.
All
All
right.
right.
That was race leader for your race winner for Interlagos, Mason Smith. What a battle.
Yeah, what a race. I mean, it was a
Yeah.
good first half where we were all just like neck and neck. We couldn't find a battle to not look at. We were always jumping back and forth, and spaced out, but really happy it came down to the end to give us a nice little show for your finish.
Yep. All right.
All
We
right.
want to, obviously thank our sponsor, Chase Decals, for sponsoring the event. We definitely want to thank all the new rookie drivers joining the race. We hope you guys had fun. We want to welcome you guys to the core family and hope you guys stick around and create some more battles for us to take a look at and get excited about. And thank you to the chat. Appreciate you guys commenting and getting involved, and hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this broadcast.
Yep, keeping us on our toes with the names.
Yeah, thank you for correcting our illiterate name pronunciation.
Yep. But yeah, no, appreciate all you guys, and we'll look forward to our next race, which will be at was that Road America. Sweet.
Yep.
That'll be a fun one to look at. So until then, hope everyone has a good night, and we'll see you then.